G'day everyone, welcome back. So, moving on to the next project. Chickens. You can't have a farm without chickens. You can't have a homestead without chickens. So, what I've done is ordered chickens, but we have nowhere to put them. I'm a fan of the light Sussex chicken. So, they're very difficult to get, especially in nice, good looking chickens and roosters, and I've been able to source some and I need to buy them. It's as simple as that. I can't not get them because they're very rare, so I've got to build a chicken coop and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I do have a structure which is pretty solid for, you know, a chicken shed, which is this thing here. This is what I built 2 years ago now. It's withstood the crazy winds that we have here, and I think I might just use that and put a wire run out the side here. So I've just got to go and source the iron. I have a lot of iron here. It's all different colours, so it may look like a bit of a dog's breakfast, but we can always paint it. See, beautiful. $100 for a can of paint, and all your mistakes are forgiven. All your mistakes are forgiven. So this is it here. It doesn't look like much, but it's sturdy. That there will just be the covered in section, and that is 2.5 by 2 meters. So we'll have 3 sides there, and then half a side here. And then the actual wire run will come out here and along this fence line. So essentially what you'll be looking at is a roosting area and shelter for them, where they can lay eggs and everything, and then this here will be a wire section. Essentially, once the chickens have learnt to roost in their coop, well then they can free range so long as they're back in at night time so the foxes don't get them. They should be fine. Okay, so looks like the chicken coop is going ahead. I've spoken to the Minister for Finance and War, and she has said it's good to go. This is happening. So yeah, we're going to do it. Just been up to the junk pile and picked up some materials. So we got heaps of corrugated iron. We've got some treated pine sleepers. We've got a half round there. We've got a fair amount there. This stuff is in pretty good nick, no rust or anything like that. What we will do is clean it off, sugar soap it, and then paint it with the actually it's the same colour that we're painting the fence, so it'll be a dark charcoal colour. I think it'll look good. Just got to get it around to where it needs to be. Well, here we are. Sun's going down and it's super windy. It's always exciting, nervous, kind of exciting to start projects like this, because you think, shit, what am I doing? What's going on? Do I really need chickens? But yeah, we do. We're spending $10 for a dozen, $12 for a dozen in the shops now. So it's time to actually look at where our food comes from and the quality of it. The other thing is, the eggs we're buying now, the shells are so thin, they crack so easy. It's not like the olden days. So it's time to start sort of looking after ourselves. So anyway, I'm dribbling. It's too cold, too windy to be mucking around with sheets of iron. So let's start in the morning. See you then. Okay, so it's a couple of days later. We've had some dramas on the farm and we're going to get back onto the chicken shed, the chicken coop, the Chook Pen, whatever you want to call it. I found some red corrugated iron which will match the barn, so I think that's going to be a better option for us. We want it to look pretty, so I don't want it to be that much of a turd, if you know what I mean. So let me get into it. Now, I'm not a builder, clearly, so don't try any of this at home. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm going to level this time, so it might turn out okay. Probably need this as well. Nice cold windy day. What I want to do is put sleepers around the base. That way we can put some bedding in there and it's not going to fly out everywhere. It's just going to make it a bit more sturdier. I've got some longer sleepers up in the pile. I'll go and have a look. And I'll get rid of this wire as well. It's just giving away. Change of plans. We're not going to put sleepers around the base because I don't have enough and I'm not going to go buy any. We're just going to use what we got as a border or box it around the bottom just to clean it up. But let's get rid of this wire. This whole fence here will end up being replaced anyway. We're extending the fence line out to the side along the back here, so yeah, get this out of the way. Put my gloves on because I don't want to cut my hands up. Now that I'm getting older, I've got to start working and thinking smarter, you know. I'll just build another trash pile over here. Bloody wire everywhere. That'll work fine. That'll work perfect. I'll put this here so I forget where I put it. Who knows? it's not even square, it's going to be mental. Does it have to be perfect? Probably. Right, this corner is too high. Let's get some of that. Perfect. Now that was just a fluke, that cut, and it fits perfectly. I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I've mould on it a little bit. Mould, whatever, mould on it. And I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I think it's just a matter of doing it. Try that again. Left-handed, weak hand. It's a big chunk of love grass. Bloody amazing. I just can't get the angle. Maybe I'm a bit slow, but I just can't get the angles here. Let me get a piece of iron. Maybe I was right the first time. I think. I don't know what the bloody hell I'm doing here. Anyway, let's just box it up. We'll frame it up like a house, and then it should be fine. There should be no issues. So let's just do that. Here I am mucking around. I could have had it done by now. It's silly. Anyway. I think the problem was that I was trying to take shortcuts. It's not going to work, so I'll just do it properly. Door frame. So I've got all these scrap bits that I can use to chock underneath the base plate here, we'll call it, to make it level and to keep it out of the soil. Pretty close, just there. But it matches everything else, see? Yep. It's all crooked, which means it's all level. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Yep. Is this level? Oh, beautiful. Ooh, still got some wobble in it. We can sort that. That's all right. That's all right. Once we frame all this up, it'll be nice and sturdy. It'll be fine. I don't think I've got enough. It's not gonna be. I think you've got to start from the top down. Oh yeah, I've got enough. What am I talking about? Bird, Bird. So that's what it may look like. Or may not. It's like a bloody glove, look at that. It's pretty close. Beautiful. Rightio. I'll bring you in so you can have a look at what I'm doing. First of all, I'm screwing it. Just here. Make sure I get the level and make it all nice and pretty. About there. Screw it first. Sorry, drill it first, and then these are just roof screws that we had left over. And then when I cut that down there, you can get a corner piece that goes over it, and that'll look amazing. That'll look good. course I can do it with two hands. Sheesh. It's because the camera's crooked that it looks crooked, but it's straight. Trust me. Might be okay. Let's drill it. Screw it. Beautiful. I'll have to shave all this edge off here because it's going to be too sharp. There's going to be a door in there anyway, but still, I'll just get the grinder and clean it all up. It's pretty straight. I'm impressed with that. Well done, mate. Okay, I've got one side done. Beautiful. And it came out straight, which was, I'm pretty impressed. The lines are horizontal in the corrugated iron, and yeah, looks good. Now we just got to finish off the other sides. Quick update. I forgot to video it, of course. It's windy as hell. I've just put some bracing on the diagonals here, just to really sturdy it up. Like you can see how windy it is, it's wild. So, and it comes straight from the north up there. It's kind of northeasterly, and it'll come straight through and rip straight into here. So these are tight as I can get them. It's not going anywhere. Look at it. Beautiful. Okay, so there you go. Getting there slowly. But the problem we have now is we've got all these little short pieces, and I'd like to use them all because they're not going to get used anywhere else. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll just podge it up and see how we go. So that there's the door to go in. That will be left open, and this here, along here, will be a fenced off area for them to run around in. Looks good, it matches the shed. I just got to get some of that yellow or cream trim to put around it. So yeah, I've got these shorter pieces, so they really only go halfway across. But putting them together fits perfectly. perfect. And then we've got a gap here. Actually, it's a good idea. Actually, I'll leave this gap here because that's where the nest boxes will go to get our eggs out of, so we don't have to go inside. Wow, that's a lucky mistake. Huh? Yeah, it's level. It is level, but it just looks off. It looks, probably because I'm crooked. On second thoughts, we can just go in and get the eggs. These days, with the snakes around here, I'd rather see before I just put my hand in. So I'll cover it all up and then we're good to go. Let's do that. So I just got to put a base plate across the bottom here and then put a stud in the middle. Base plate along the bottom. Happy days. 186. All my batteries are dying. So, extra support, I've put a stud on the inside so that once I've got those smaller sheets up, that will be the join down the middle there. So I've just got to screw all that down and secure it all up. Now we can just put our sheets in. Okay, after a bit of this and a bit of that, I've been able to get that on. Now we just got to straighten it all up and get some screws in it. That's beautiful. Okay, getting there, nearly finished. Just need some short bits now. Okay, so I've got a couple of scrap bits left over. I'm just going to use those. The reason I'm doing all this is because it's so expensive, this iron, and it's difficult to get. So there's like a 4-week wait or something stupid to get sheets of iron now. So I'll just use what I got, and it's turning out okay. It's not that bad after all. Well, anyway, that's what I'm saying. Can you believe it? I've got like 4 screws to go and I've lost the attachment. Standard. Last socket I've got, 8mm. It's the last one. If I lose this, I'm kaputski. We've just got to screw that down and we're done. And I broke the bit. Honestly, it all falls apart at the finish line. Unbelievable. Let's try and get one in anyway. That's it. Hey, so it's the next afternoon really, and I have to go into town, But I've done a little bit more work on the chicken shed, so this wall is complete now. So we've got 3 complete walls. So there's the front, and you walk in, and we've got a wall at the back and a wall at the side. It's all solid and squared off. What I'm going to do now is build roosting perches here for the chickens. Let's have a look. These 35 by 35, it's left over from the concrete slab. Treated pine, it's not gonna rot, and I'm gonna make them so there'll be 1, 2, 3 perches on there, and they will be 196 high by 1.5 long. That's enough for, man, 10 chooks. Okay, 1.96 high by 1.5. I've already pre-drilled through here, and I'm going to use what I have on hand, which is roofing screws. They go through wood, perfect, without cracking at all. Now that's a skill. There you go. So there's 3 tiers. So as you can see, it's just screwed straight in. Nice and tough. So as you can see, there's a point here. We don't want the chickens, because as they do grab, but I can always twist it like this and put a second screw in there just to or just even tighten it off a bit more so that it's actually flat here for them to perch on. And there you go. Okay, so that's how it looks inside. So yeah, that's quite big actually. That's massive. So 3 areas there for them to roost, and then across the back there we'll have 3 nest boxes, which I have to make on another day. There we go, just got to put the wire up now. It's even got a roosting thing so they can sit on it. Sheesh. Looks good, red. Matches the shed. Well, it's the end of another day, and I've got to get one of the calves back in with the mum. You can hear her in the background screaming. Anyway, see you in the morning.